Welcome to my YouTube channel BiosMind. I am BiosMind. Today we are going to know about the single cell protein, that is SCP. The term single cell protein refers to cells or protein extracts of microorganisms grown in large quantities for use as human food or animal feed protein supplements. The use of microbes as protein producers has gained wide experimental success. This field of study has become known as single cell protein or SCP production, referring to the fact that most of the microorganisms used as producers grown as single or filamentous individuals rather than as complex multicellular organisms such as plants or animals. During the last 2 decades, there has been a growing interest in using microbes for food production, in particular for feeding domesticated food producing animals such as poultry. The high protein levels, bland odor, and taste of SCP, together with ease of storage, confer considerable potential to SCP in food and food outlets. Its high protein makes its use attractive in aquaculture, for example, farming of shrimps, prawns, trout, salmon, etc. Besides, it also contains fats, carbohydrates, nucleic acids, vitamins, and minerals. So the SCPs were developed to meet the problem of shortage of proteins caused due to an increase in population. The development of aseptic technique led to improvements in the large-scale culturing of cells. In the late 1960s, it was thought that microbial cells could be used as a source of proteins. It generated much excitement. This was, however, short-lived. In fact, since ancient times, people near Lake Chad in Africa and the Aztecs near the Lake Texaco in Mexico harvested the filamentous blue-green alga spirulina from the lake, dried it in the sun, and used the same as food. But the first industrial production of SCP dates back to World War I, when Torula yeast Candida utilis was produced in Germany and used in soups and sausages. Interest in SCP peaked again during World War II and then during mid-1950s. By 1967, British Petroleum was producing SCP at an industrial scale. The interest in SCP was expected to relieve the deficiency in the following 2 ways. First, utilization of substrates of poor value that are easy to produce. SCP may be used directly as human food supplement. Second, it may be used in animal feed to replace at least partially the currently used protein-rich soybean meal and fish protein and even cereals, which can be diverted for human consumption. At the same time, there was a rapid increase in oil prices and the introduction of improved high-yielding varieties of crops. The developed countries did not prefer to have SCPs, as they could attain a large amount of proteins from conventional sources. On the other hand, the underdeveloped countries could not afford to buy SCPs or even to build and run SCP plants. There are certain disadvantages of using microbial biomass as supplement to diet. Many microorganisms produce toxic substances. For example, aflatoxin produced by fungi, and it has to be made sure that biomass does not contain any such substance. Sometimes the microorganisms, when taken in, led to indigestion and allergenic reactions due to the slow digestion of microbial cells in the digestive tract. The increased amount of nucleic acid contained in many microbial biomass products is also undesirable. Despite all these, concurrently, the interest in SCPs has been rejuvenated. The production of SCP involves following basic steps. First, preparation of suitable medium with suitable carbon source. Second, prevention of contamination of medium. Third one, production of the desired microorganism. Fourth, separation of microbial biomass and its processing. That's it for today's topic. We will meet in the next video with a good topic. If you have any doubts, just comment in the comment section. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe to my channel BIOS Mind. Thanks for watching this video.